Hi guys. So today we're going to look at our final style skill, writing musically. Now this is similar to varying your syntax. In varying your syntax, I've already made a YouTube about this, by the way, which you can check out in on previous assignments or on my YouTube channel. But writing musically is a skill related to sentence structure and the flow of sentences in a paragraph. So basically, if we look at example 1, the Winslow family visited Alaska last summer. They wanted to find some Native American art. They found some excellent examples of soapstone carvings in stores in Anchorage. They couldn't find a dealer selling any of the wall hangings they wanted. They were very disappointed when they left Anchorage empty-handed. Now, if you remember what we talked about with varying your syntax, when all your sentences follow the same sentence structure, subject, verb, and then phrases, you end up with a very robotic paragraph. So writing musically means not repeating the same sentence structure over and over again. So we want to combine sentences on the paragraph level. We want to use phrases so that there is some variety. Now, hopefully you've already done this on I believe it's page 13 of your course packet. Hopefully you've already done these two examples. If you haven't, pause the video now and take time to do them. If you don't do them on your own before I explain them, you will not benefit. But the goal is to rewrite this paragraph using varied sentence structure so that it has a nice flow. Okay, so in order to do this, we want to change up the sentence structure from sentence to sentence. The original says the Winslow family visited Alaska last summer. They wanted to find some Native American art. They found. So if you notice, each sentence starts with the subject. The Winslow family. They. And then you have the verb. What we want to do is use phrases so that we create a little bit of variety. So instead of the Winslow family visited Alaska last summer, we could say, last summer, the Winslow family visited Alaska. So let me pull up the next slide and you'll see a corrected version of this paragraph. Last summer, the Winslow family visited Anchorage, Alaska, in hopes of buying some Native American art. Whoops. So look, in the original, they visited Alaska. They wanted to find some Native American art. Boring sentence structure. It's all the same. There's no rhythm. In the new one, last summer, the Winslow family visited Anchorage, Alaska, in hopes of buying some Native American art. In order to buy some Native American art. Searching for Native American art. Next sentence. They had especially wanted to buy wall hangings. Okay, this is a standard syntax, but it's okay because I'm not repeating it every single time. Watch what I do with the next sentence. Unfortunately, comma, so this is the adverb phrase, which I said we can use very effectively to create variety. Again, we don't want to do it every sentence. We do it on occasion. Unfortunately, while soapstone items were readily available, that means easy to find, the wall hangings they desired were quite rare. In fact, comma, they couldn't find a single dealer selling wall hangings. Sadly, the Winslows left empty-handed. So, this might look different than your version, and like I said before, it's okay. But what you should see in your version in this one is that there's different approaches to combining sentences and using phrases. So, in the first sentence, we start with the phrase last summer, and then we turn the second sentence into a clause at the end. They came to Alaska in hopes of buying Native American art. The second one, we keep the standard syntax. The third one, we use an adverb phrase. Unfortunately, while soapstone items were readily available, the wall hangings they desired were quite rare. Also using the phrase while, which means, it's just has to be combined with another clause on the back end. In fact, comma, they couldn't find a single dealer. Sadly, the Winslows left empty-handed. So you're not using the same structure every time. You're varying the structure, and the goal is that it has a nice rhythm to your paragraph. Let's look at the next example. Jim was a great dad. He always went to his daughter's soccer games. He watched her score. He lifted his hands to his mouth to cheer louder. He shouted encouragements. He took her to Krispy Kreme after the game ended. Same problem, right? Jim is at the beginning of every sentence. It's always Jim, verb, Jim, verb, Jim, verb. And so this creates a very kind of robotic flow. So we want to create a little bit of rhythm. Always a great dad, comma. Jim attended every one of his daughter's soccer games. So we take that Jim was a great dad and we turn it into a descriptive, what we call a parenthetical phrase, a phrase describing Jim. And this actually functions a little bit like an adverb in this case, actually. Always a great dad, Jim attended every one of his daughter's soccer games. Okay? Much better flow to that sentence. Every time she scored a goal, comma, Jim would cheer loudly for her. So Jim would cheer loudly for her is the actual independent clause, and we add this this phrase at the beginning. Every time she scored a goal that is an adverb phrase saying when he cheered. So by putting it at the beginning, we create a nice rhythm. After the game ended, comma, he treated her to Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay, so this is our goal with writing musically. We want to take these boring paragraphs. We want to create some rhythm in them. So hopefully you've already done these on your own. Now you can look over them. You can add my examples to your course packet. And now what I want you to do is to begin reviewing all 4 of these skills, because tomorrow we're going to put them all into practice together. Have a great day, guys.